Attention là! Hé, par ici!
Ne partez pas d'ici.
Maintenant, tu es sur la bonne route.
Je suis sûr.
That's a weird effect on it.
Technique, notre aventure est momentanément interrompue. Veuillez rester assis. Nous espérons redémarrer le plus rapidement possible. Merci de votre patience et de votre compréhension. Your attention, please. For technical reasons, our adventure has been temporarily interrupted. We hope to be back in operation very soon. Please remain seated. Thank you.
One eternity later. 2 days later.
Hi guys, Future Mike here. And as you just saw at the end of the video, the Pinocchio ride did indeed break down. And now I'm going to explain what will happen if you can't get off the ride easily due to disability or any other reason that would prevent you from getting off without assistance. So the first thing that happens is that a staff member comes around to let you know that the ride has indeed broken down and informs you that you need to disembark the ride, and at which point you then let them know that you can't for whatever reason, at which point you get told to wait while in this case I'm just going to call it the rescue team arrives. I don't actually know what they're called, but let's just go with the rescue team. Which in my case took absolutely forever. I think we was waiting a good solid, I don't know, 15 to 25 minutes at least. You know, because in my case, that because of where we broke down, I couldn't get back to my mobility scooter easily. So once they arrived, it was a mixture of both French and English translation. I explained what my needs were, and they radioed another member of the team, and in my personal case, they brought a wheelchair to me for me to transfer into, and they kindly pushed me over to my mobility scooter, which I then transferred into that, and I essentially was on our way. And this is the first time I've personally experienced a ride breaking down with me on it, so I don't actually know if the procedure would be the same on the other rides. But what I do know is, at least in my case, and there's some rides that I can't go on because of which priority card that I've got, which just happens to be the blue one. And that just basically means that, yes, I can transfer on and off the ride, but if something were to happen, I will definitely need assistance to get off. So, for example, with Peter Pan's flight, they would not let me on that at all, because if it were to break down, you have to be able to climb down a ladder on your own, essentially unaided, which I would not be able to do, so that's out of the question. The same would go for Crush's coaster in Walt Disney Studios. I don't know the reason behind that. Is they just instantly said, "I'm really sorry, but you can't." So that's the basic procedure for Les Voyages de Pinocchio. So really smooth and really easy, you know. As I say, they come around, yeah, until you let them know that you can't, and they radio the appropriate team. So apart from having to wait, like I said, 15 to 25 minutes, the actual assistance actually went really smoothly. And this actually happened on the last day of my Disneyland Paris trip. And it was actually the last ride that was going on before we had to catch the train home. So, plus we hadn't eaten yet either, so we was like hoping that it would go smoothly because we were pushed for time. But apart from, you know, this happening, the rest of the trip was absolutely fantastic, and as you saw, the rest of the ride was going well. Obviously you've already seen that. What you don't know was, after we actually got on the ride, for whatever reason the staff member had actually like rang somebody else. I don't know what they were saying because it was in French, alright, but how often do they pick up the phone to actually indicate something? So I knew straight away that something was going to happen, and of course it did. But luckily everything, as I say, went smoothly, and even though this unfortunate thing happened, it's probably a rare occurrence that it would actually happen to you. In all the years that I've been going, this is the first time it's happened. But yeah, I hope you found this video informative, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.